Hey there and welcome back to my channel. My name is Madeline Young. I'm a local realtor here in the Florida Keys with Expert Realty. If you're interested in purchasing a home or selling a home here, feel free to reach out to me and I would love the opportunity to help you. My information is going to be below in a pinned comment as well as the description. This is a unique home tour video. It's actually was going to be a listing of mine that I was going to post to the public, but I was able to find a buyer off market and by the time you'll see this video will actually have been closed. But it is literally one of a kind property here in Key West and I really wanted to show you guys. So we're going to go ahead and do a home tour video so you can check it out. Let's go. So right away you have this beautiful grand entrance and you have a little walkway here that leads to the koi pond, which I'll show you later. All right, so just to give you a little overview of the property. So this is one of 6 homes here on this dead-end street. All of these homes are all waterfront, and this is actually the largest lot and largest home on this street. So it's a really unique property. It's a really large property, so it's just around 4,700 square feet total, and it sits on just about half an acre. And it has 4 bedrooms and 6 bathrooms. So definitely gonna take some time to go through and show you, but it's definitely worth the wait. So here you're greeted by a beautiful water feature that has coral and coral rock throughout. We're gonna actually start this side here. We have a closet, and then we have a full bath as well as some storage, and this leads straight out to the pool area. So I really love this side of the house because it's almost like your own wing. Here you have an owner's lockout door, and then you have your own living room area with access to the pool, and then it leads into the bedroom and the ensuite bathroom. So you have 2 large cedar closets here. This is kind of fun because this is like a his and hers full bath. So this is one full bathroom. And then we have this beautiful bedroom with tons of natural light coming in, and you have really nice views of the water and the pool. And one thing I do want to mention is, my clients purchased this home with me about a year ago, last summer. And whenever they bought it, it was kind of abandoned and just a little bit run down. And when they bought it, they really brought it back to life. And whenever we stepped in to see it again after their renovations, it just looked like a whole new house. So they did a really good job taking care of everything and really, like I said, bringing it back to life. So you'll see this throughout the video. And here's that. I would say this is the hers bathroom. It's got pink. And then you actually have another closet here that's a large cedar closet. And then again, you have a beautiful view of the pool. And I just love the owner's decor. I feel like this is just so Key West, like with the artwork and everything. They just did such a good job improving this home. So now we're gonna wrap around to the other side. This is gonna be the main living area. So here is going to be the large living area that looks over the koi pond and the front landscaping, and then as well as the pool. When you're here, it feels like you're in a movie. It's just such a cool spot. I love it. I've been here a million times and I still never get tired of it. So here we lead into the formal dining area. And one thing I really love about this is, because this home was built in the 60s, these windows go all the way to the ground. So you actually get to bring the outside in, which is a really nice touch on most of these windows in the back. And then you have your kitchen with Viking appliances. And they kind of carried this tile throughout the entire home. You'll start to see this throughout, even in the pool deck area as well. This is like your formal mudroom. You have one set of laundry here. This leads right out to the boat lift that they just installed. And all of this here is pantry space, more storage space. And then this is the second ensuite bathroom and bedroom. And again, you have beautiful water views. I mean, literally the water is right there. It's very, very difficult to find a property like this in Key West. And then you have this koi pond that you get to see. And there are some large koi fish in there, so I will definitely show you that here in a bit too. All right, so like I said, we're gonna loop back upstairs. Oh, and one thing too I wanted to know is all of the flooring is bamboo. So when they purchased it, they actually took it all up, resurfaced it, basically brought it back to life, because this is not what it looked like when they bought it. And it looks really nice throughout the entire home. I just feel like it ties in the decor and the style and the island design. So this here leads to the guest cottage and garage, which I'll show you in a second. But this is the third bedroom with the full ensuite bathroom. This is probably my favorite room because you just feel like a queen. I mean, it's just such an awesome spot. You have your own private balcony, view of the pool. This canal here, you have 125 feet across and then 100 feet there. So you have a ton of space here for literally everything. And obviously the views are great. And then you have a nice little seating area here. You can just imagine like sitting here drinking coffee. So cool. And this loops over to the full bath. So we have one large closet space here. Another closet space here, jacuzzi. And one of the largest showers I've seen. So a couple other things I wanted to mention here is one, I absolutely love this chandelier. I think it's just so beautiful and has a really nice sound to it, especially when you have the fans on. But a few things I did want to say about this is there's tons of this detailing throughout the home, but then you'll also see it carried out through the breezeway. So you can see here it's carried throughout, and I just absolutely love this breezeway. I've never seen one like this in Key West, and I just feel like it was really nicely done, adds a lot of character to this house. And this leads over to the guest house. But let's take a pit stop and look at the beautiful water. Again, you have so much privacy, these mangroves across the canal. It's just so cool. One of the coolest properties I've ever seen in Key West. So here is our guest house. And one thing I want to say about this is look at the ceiling. The sellers had such a cool style and they painted it green, and I just feel like it works. I love this entire room. So here you have a little kitchenette. You have your laundry here, and then you have your full bath. Look at this funky dresser. There you have great taste. And then again, the water views right here. You got a really big sea grape. Okay, so we're gonna go downstairs just to show you where the garage is and some extra storage, and then we'll take you out back because that's definitely the most beautiful part. So again, you can kind of see this resemblance from the staircase inside. All right, so we got our full garage here. And then again, this is sitting on almost half an acre, so you have a lot of space even over here. You have a perfect kayak launch over here as well, and just more storage. And then you have a ton of parking space too. So bring the family, bring the guest, everyone can fit. And then this is a really unique thing. I don't know if I've ever seen a koi pond in Key West. So this was a really cool thing when we showed this property last year, because it is a working, living koi pond. Look at them all. They're huge. Yesterday when I was here, the lilies were blooming and it just looked really nice. And we have a nice little water feature here. And then this leads around to the back boat ramp, or not boat ramp, boat lift. And then we'll actually go this direction to go back inside. All right. One thing too I want to kind of show, I don't know if we got to pick this up, but these two sets of doors slash windows, it just brings in so much nature inside the house. So when you're sitting here, you are just exposed to all of this, which is the whole point of living in the Keys. You want to be outside. So the grand finale. So first off, just listen how quiet it is. That's one thing I love about this area is you're really close to everything. You can quickly go to the airport or downtown, but you're kind of tucked away back here. A lot of people don't even know about this little lane here. And it's just so quiet and I absolutely love it. It's its own oasis. So you have a huge swimming pool here, again, overlooking the beautiful water, tons of tropical plants. All the outdoor furniture is also such a vibe. I love the patterns. This, just to kind of give you some layout, this is the kitchen area. And then this leads down to the boat ramp, or why do I keep saying that? Boat lift. This is a brand new 24,000 pound boat lift. It was installed just literally a couple weeks ago, so the new owners will definitely get to enjoy that for years to come. You can basically put on any boat here. One great thing about this canal is you can have a large vessel here. I believe I know there's one down the canal that's a 42 Freeman. So you can definitely have a good sized boat here. The draft is really great and the access to the Atlantic and the Gulf is excellent. So as far as boat access goes, this is definitely the spot to be. So you got a little lime tree. You got a little bit of a sun deck here. And then just to show you again the layout, this is the downstairs primary bedroom and ensuite bathroom here. And also another thing about the Keys is you don't get a yard with full grass. It's definitely not one overlooking the water. So I mean, just to have this much space, this is incredible. And then this here is just off that master bedroom area. You could have a nice little coffee out here with your pergola. It's a really cool spot. And I'm not sure if I mentioned this whole story about this property. So like I said, my clients bought it with me about a year ago and they've used it a lot. They've had a lot of great friends and family come down and visit. But then they called me about a month ago and were telling me we're actually having a harder time getting back down here. We're possibly considering selling. If you have anyone in mind, definitely let them know, or otherwise we can list publicly. And after we got off the phone, I actually thought it was the perfect client that would absolutely love this house. And so called him up, brought him over, and we were under contract in less than a month from that conversation. So, like I said, it definitely is a one-of-a-kind property, and I think the buyers definitely saw that, and I think it's going to be one that they're going to get to enjoy for a long time. All right, that's all we have for this home tour. Thank you so much for coming along. It has been so much fun representing the buyer and seller for this beautiful property, and it has truly been just such an honor, and I'm very grateful for the opportunity. So if you are interested in buying or selling, unfortunately this one is taken, but feel free to reach out to me and I would love the opportunity to help you. Thank you so much, and I'll see you in the next one.